Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is Wednesday morning and it is 20 after 9. So making some breakfast right now. Cooking some bacon, but I'm going to, you know how on one of the last videos where I cooked bacon, I said I don't like to cook it like this because it curls up. And at that video, I was going to put this skillet on there to keep it flattened, and somebody even commented to do a frying pan. So I knew I had this bigger one, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it on here and see if it keeps them flat. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And let's see how that works. So making bacon and pancakes, and we've got some orange juice to have with it. So yeah, that's what we're going to have for breakfast today. Today we're expecting either snow or rain. I guess the weather hasn't decided which one it's going to be, but it's calling for snow. But then it says rain, so I don't know. It is going to be, I don't know if it's going to reach 40 or high 30s, so I guess we'll see. But yeah, we have some more of that pot roast, slow cooker pot roast left. A little bit of the meat. If you remember, we only made half of that meat. So what I'm going to do with the other half is I'm going to cook it in El Pato sauce. And that way it's ready for some shredded beef burritos. So I think I'm going to do that. Alright, so let's see how this works out for me. And yeah, so I'm going to finish cooking the bacon. And that's all I got for now. So, so I hope you're all having a good week so far, and having some nice weather where you're at. We've had pretty decent weather for the past few days, enough to wear only a hoodie outside. So far, so good. I just don't want the bacon to stick to the bottom of this. I suppose I could spray it with some nonstick and it'd be okay. But we'll see how this goes. Alright, so it seems to be working pretty good. I just took it off, but when I flipped over, this is the other side of the bacon, so when I flipped it over, the edges started curling, so I put the skillet on there. So not too bad. Fairly flat. It's a good option. Alright everyone, so the bacon came out pretty flat. Using that bigger griddle worked pretty good. I think it worked better than if I would have used a round frying pan. The griddle pretty much covered everything, so the bacon is flat and that makes me happy. Normally, for those of you that are newer, I like to cook my bacon in the oven. I usually just take a cookie sheet, put tin foil on it, put the bacon on it, throw it in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. Depending on how much or how little I have. But Glenn likes it fried in a frying pan or on the griddle, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So yeah, we're both having bacon, so I'll make us both happy now. Start making some pancakes. I like to use the complete pancake mix from Pearl Milling, which used to be Aunt Jemima. I make a couple small ones because they're for Glenn. And he doesn't have a huge appetite yet, but he is able to eat some. And so I'll make a couple small pancakes with some strips of bacon for him. I usually just mix it in this 4-cup measuring cup from the Dollar Tree. That way it already has a lip that I could just pour it out of. Alright, I took Glenn his pancakes. Now I'm going to make mine. Usually I use the whisk to mix the pancake mix, and it comes out pretty smooth. This time I just used a spoon and there's a couple of lumps in there. So a whisk always works good. Looks like I made just enough for both of us. Alright, so yesterday I made those chocolate chip walnut muffins from the cake mix, and call them cupcakes, call them muffins, whatever you want. I'll call them muffins. So anyway, I froze 8 of them right away, and today I'm going to take one out to see how it thaws out and if the texture is still good, how I like it. And because sometime in the next few days or so, I'm going to have to make some banana nut muffins, because we have some bananas that are turning really brown. And that way, if I know they thaw out and the texture is still good, that I can freeze those as well. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright everyone, so here is breakfast for this Wednesday morning. You already saw me make the bacon and some pancakes, so we're having orange juice with it again. And I'm going to sit down and enjoy breakfast, and I will get back with you guys. Alright everyone, so we are done eating breakfast, and it's 10:40 now. Glenn said this must be a good day, and I asked why. He says because I'm still hungry. So today he has an appetite. He ate his pancakes, he ate the bacon, and now he's going to have a small sub sandwich. So we're going to make him a small sub sandwich. Any day he can eat, that's a good day. This again is that French bread from Walmart. In a little while, I'll show you what I did with all the lunch meat. We bought a little over a week ago, I think it was. And I froze some of it, but I'll show you what I did. So yeah, it pretty much guarantees we'll have lunch meat for a following week, so we don't have to buy more lunch meat. And even as well as the chocolate chip muffins I made, they're in there. If I feel like having some, I could just pull them out of the freezer. I don't have to make no more. He just likes just a little bit of mustard and just a little bit of Miracle Whip. Especially the Miracle Whip, he says if it's too much, and he takes a bite, the meat all slides out the other end, which is true. I've had that happen plenty of times. Alright, so he wants one slice of ham, one slice of ham and cheese, and one slice of salami with a slice of cheese. So yeah, I have repackaged all of this lunch meat. You can even fold that over. And usually, like, if I have a sandwich, I'll put 2 slices of bologna on it or 2 slices of the ham and cheese loaf. But now I'm putting 1 slice just to make it last longer. and that's okay too. With the cost of food these days, you gotta make everything stretch. This is the ham and cheese loaf if you've never seen it before. It comes with little bits of cheese in it. And then we'll do 1 slice of salami. Oops. He's not going to take lettuce and tomato. 1 slice of cheese. Yes, ma'am. Cheese, please. All right. He's going to take a couple of yellow banana pepper rings and a couple of pickles. And there is his sub sandwich. Alright, there we go. I'm going to put it on a plate. He's going to have a couple of those Lay's wavy chips. I don't really care for those. I prefer to have like the honey barbecue Lay's chips. Alright, so let me get his plate ready. Alright. Yeah, good luck eating that. Yeah, he said whatever he can eat, he'll just put in a baggie and save it for later. Alright, there's Glenn's second breakfast. Alright, stay tuned, guys. Alright, everyone, so it is 1:40 now, and I should have put this in earlier, but we still have leftover pot roast from yesterday, but I wanted to cook up the other half of the chuck roast. Because if you recall, we did not use the entire thing. So what I'm going to do is put this half in the slow cooker also. But I'm going to make shredded beef, either tacos or burritos with this. We don't have huge burrito-sized tortillas, so they might be small burritos. Or they might be tacos. Who knows what they're going to be, but they're going to be some kind of Mexican food. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know me, this is what I use, El Pato sauce. If you've never used this before for your taco meat or chicken for your enchiladas or burrito stuff, use this stuff. Do not buy the taco seasoning. This is all you need with a little bit of salt and pepper on your meat. So you can pick up this at Walmart for 98 cents. They have 3 different color cans. The green one is more mild spice. Kind of mild medium spice. The yellow one is very spicy, and I believe the red one is not as spicy. So we mainly use the green and the yellow. The green I put in the taco meat and the burrito meat and stuff like that, and the red I use, or the yellow I use for homemade salsa for my husband Glenn, who likes it spicy. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So this is the other half of the roast. We're just going to salt and pepper it. You can do both sides. Alright, and we're just going to throw it in the slow cooker now. So let's get that. I'm going to throw this away. Alright, here we have the slow cooker. Let's get our pato sauce opened up. I'm going to wash my hands. Alright, so now we're going to open up El Pato sauce. Now, the one thing I want to let you know about El Pato sauce, the more, like, this roast has a good amount of fat on it, so it's going to create some juice to go along with this. But if you have a non-fatty meat like chicken breast or something like that, you might want to add a little bit more liquid. Not too much though, because the more liquid you add to mix in with the El Pato sauce, like if you add a ton of water or even broth, It's going to take away any spiciness that this can may have. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to start off with just this because I'm hoping this creates enough juice. Alrighty, so I'm going to get this opened up. Look at this smooth working can opener. Alright, if you've never seen it before, it's just a red juice. It's got little bits of jalapeno in it. So it's El Pato jalapeno sauce. So just pour that all in there. And you want to keep an eye on it. Not to the extent where you have to check it a bunch of times. But if you're going to cook this on high, and if this doesn't create any juice soon enough, the El Pato sauce will start to stick to the bottom and burn up a little bit. So keep that in mind. Alright, I don't know if you could see, there's little bits of jalapeno and seeds in there. It's covering the meat. So I'm going to cook it. I'm going to start it off on high because it is almost 2 o'clock already. But like I said, we still have pot roast from yesterday. So if we don't get to this tonight, that's fine. It'll just give it overnight for those flavors to get into the meat. So, alright, so I'm going to cover this up, cook it up, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright everyone, so it is 3:30 now, and I just got done editing the video with the voiceover with the pot roast, which by now you will already have seen. But yes, as I said in the end of that video, it was not worth listening to music while I was recording the food making and everything. That was not worth it. So that video took me between 2 and 3 hours to edit with the voiceover and trimming down all the clips to get the timing right for what I was talking about. So all the clips together added up to like 38 minutes. And by the time I got done splitting all the clips, bringing them together, doing the voiceover, and putting them at the right spot during the voiceover, I ended up bringing it down to almost 14 minutes. So 2 to 3 hours of editing for a 14-minute video was not worth it for me because that took way too much time. If I would have just talked while I was recording like I'm doing now, it would have been a quick edit and the video would have been up by now. So now it's exporting, then I got to upload it. So I am hungry now. So Glenn had a sub sandwich earlier. I'm going to make myself a sandwich right now, eat a late lunch. The roast that's in the slow cooker over here with the pato sauce, I ended up turning it on low after a couple hours maybe, because it was cooking way too fast and I didn't want the El Pato sauce to burn. So I got it on low, and Glenn, I think he overindulged with the sub sandwich earlier because now he's not feeling it. So he's resting, he's laying down. So since the editing is done and I'm ready to eat some lunch, I'm probably going to sit down at the recliner. I was at my desk all the while editing, so I'm probably going to just watch a movie or something while I eat. But I wanted to show you stuff I've been freezing throughout the last week, and hopefully saving it for another day. So the first thing are these rolls. If you recall, we got these rolls for, I have no idea what for, but Glenn ended up eating like 2 sandwiches of something on these rolls. But then they start to dry out pretty quick, so we decided to freeze them because at some point he's going to have pizza burgers, and he usually has them on rolls. So I figured I'll just freeze them, and when he has that, we can just use these instead of letting them go bad and throwing them out. So we got those. And then, you know, we made that broccoli salad as well. We ate off of it for 2 days, and then there was still some in there. This is the bottom of it. So that's enough for another 2 small bowls. And so I figured I'll freeze it and see how it thaws out. That way it doesn't get thrown away. And whenever we feel like having it again for a lunch or something. And I froze the dressing to it. I hope it thaws out good. I've never froze this. So I'm hoping it thaws out good so that it can be used. So now the lunch meat, we bought those big packs of lunch meat last week, and I've got it marked when it was and what it is. So I left some of it in the refrigerator so we can eat some still this week. Like I'm going to eat a couple slices of bologna, but I took some out and I just wrapped them in plastic wrap and then put them all in 1 gallon bag here. So this is either 2 or 3 slices of salami. We got some ham, couple slices of ham, 4 more slices. Oh, there's probably like total of 6 slices of ham. And like Glenn said, don't wrap them all together in case we don't want to use all of them right away. So each one has 3 in it. So that's like that'd be good enough. So these 3 are ham. And then this is 2 packs of the ham and cheese. This one's got 2 in it. This one's got 3 or 4 in it. So that's still a good amount. And then I have 2 packs of bologna here. This one has 2 and this one has 4. So 6 slices of bologna. That way, when next week comes and we need stuff for lunch, we don't have to go out and buy new lunch meat. We already have it. So there's that. So I thought that was pretty good. And besides, that lunch meat is so expensive. Not so much the bologna. The bologna for the big pack is only like a little over $2. But that big pack of lean ham was like $8. But so you definitely gotta save some for another week. You can't eat it all. The last thing I froze were the muffins. I froze 8 of them. So I'm actually going to take one out to see how they thaw out, how the texture is when they thaw out. This is one that I didn't put walnuts or chocolate chips on top. So I'm just gonna thaw it out, try it. And if it thaws out with the texture still being moist and good, then when I make muffins in the future, I will just freeze some right away. And then if I make a whole bunch of them from like the cake mix or whatever, I can just freeze half of them right away for another time. And that way I don't have to make them again. Like I said, I have about 3 bananas that are going to need to be used. And so I'll be making some banana nut muffins soon. And hopefully this thaws out good, so then I could just freeze half of those as well. So there's a bunch of stuff I have frozen over the last week. Right down to the broccoli salad, to the rolls, so we can use them for a meal. And that's what you have to do, because food is so costly now that you have to pinch every penny and save everything you can. Freeze it at least for another meal. Alright, so I'm going to get this back in the freezer and make my sandwich and let this thaw out because I am hungry. And this won't be thawed out for me to eat with my lunch, so I'll grab a fresh one. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make my sandwich. I still like, although we did have sub sandwiches on the French bread, when it comes down to it, I still like my sandwich bread. So I'm going to make it on the sandwich bread. It's not that I don't like the French bread, but I just want sandwich bread. That's all. You know, today seems like Saturday. I was telling Glenn, it seems like Saturday today for some reason, and he agreed. Normally, nothing, no day seems like another day to him. Normally it's just like every day's the same to me. But every now and again he does have that feeling, and he said it does seem like a Saturday. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if it's because it's gloomy, and I don't know. It is gloomy outside. We got clouds. We didn't get no snow or rain, so that's good. All the couple of days of mild temperatures really melted off pretty much all the snow. So I'm happy about that because it was just kind of messy. Now in here, normally I would put 2 slices of bologna in my sandwich. In here is 2 slices, but I'm just going to put 1 so that I can save the other one for another sandwich. That's okay though. I'm going to have other stuff on here. I'm going to put some lettuce and tomato. I'll have some honey barbecue potato chips. I'll have a muffin. And that way the bologna is there for another day. Alright. These are the little Campari tomatoes. I love them. Probably cut too much, but that's okay. There you go. And these little butt ends, I just throw some salt on there and eat them like that. So I'll put them on my plate as well. And get some lettuce. We got that iceberg lettuce that we bought. Sometimes it doesn't pay for us to get lettuce because we don't usually go through it fast enough. But I'll have some on my sandwich, and that's it. Alright everyone, so here is my lunch for this Wednesday afternoon. I'm going to sit down, like I said, probably watch a movie or something on the recliner. And I'll be back with you guys in a little while. Alright everyone, so it is the end of the night and we're going to eat supper now. So we're having the remainder of the pot roast tonight. And tomorrow you will see the burritos. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video and all my other videos. And thank you so much for the continued support on this channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time. Oh, I forgot, we added some strawberry jello today, and I got some jello with my Cool Whip. Alright, good night everyone.